Hello everyone and welcome to another video here on Sam's Crafty Castle, and today we are talking about one of the newer things I've added to my craft room for this year. This is the Trinity Stamps Card Sketchbook. I'm actually not 100% sure if that title is correct, but that's what it is. It is a card sketchbook. I have seen a few of these pop up since I've gotten this one. This happened to be the first one that I saw, so admittedly that's why I bought it, because it just happened to be the first one that I saw. But I also like this one because it's a spiral, and I like to be able to fold things like this like over on themselves. So this one was just the correct answer for me, but like I said, there's a lot of different options out there that you can go look at, but this one is really nice, and it has a couple different sections in it for different things. This is why I like the spiral thing, because I can fold it over on itself, and that's just, I don't have a ton of like extra space usually when I'm crafting, even though I have a gigantic desk, but like, you know, there's never enough space, so I like that I can fold it, so it takes up a little less space, and it's easier to keep next to me when I'm filming too. So each section is for a different card size, and each section has what you just saw on the like front page where it has all the layers, which is really nice. I have a lot of die sets for different sizes of cards so that I don't have to think quite so much about the measurements, but that is also a really handy reference as we get into like the slimline sizes where I don't make those as much. I never really invested in the dies for it. So there's a bunch of different sections. So that first section was A2 size cards, so 5 1/4 by 4 1/4 by 5 1/2. I always do that backwards. This was A7, or A7. I don't know if that's right. That might be right, but they're 5 by 7 cards. I'm not really like sure what like the letter number is for those though. And then, so I don't know, my A7 might be right though. And then a mini slimline section, and then a regular size slimline section. So you can see my regular size slimline section is nothing in it because I don't do those very often. And then there's also just like some blank stuff at the end if you were going to do different sizes that maybe aren't included, or just to write notes for things, and you know, always just nice to have kind of a blank section. So you could kind of see when I was flipping through like some of the different I've used it a little bit so far. I think I mentioned a while ago that I have in fact planned most of the videos for this year already, and it's been really nice for me to be able to kind of go in here and start mapping them out so that the small like notes that I have on the spreadsheet that I use to plan my videos doesn't really have a space for me to be able to like put everything in here to, you know, like to design everything out, because it's a spreadsheet, like that's all it is, and it just has like the date, where I am in the process of that video, and all, you know, kind of stuff like that. And when it's going to go up, and the title, and, you know, what do I all have done of the things I need to do to get ready for the video. So, like, you know, it's all different things. And this I liked because I do tend to hit phases where I'm not necessarily feeling creative in the way that I'm going to actually, like, execute and make a card. Or sometimes it's also just time. Like, I don't have the time to make a card idea in my head, because I have videos to work on or just other life things going on, and I just don't have the time. But with a sketchbook like this, it gives me the opportunity to put those ideas down very quickly, and I'm able to sort of remember. And a lot of times, like, I'll be working on Christmas cards and then realize that, like, oh wait, I actually, you know, don't have time to squeeze this Christmas card design in, or this year, because of every other design I've been working on. So then this gives me the opportunity to go in and like quickly write that down, and then I have it for next year, or possibly 2 years in this year's case, because I have so many Christmas cards right now. So it just lets me do that. Or like sometimes, like today when I'm recording this, in between recording voiceovers, like I've been working on 3 or 4 videos this weekend, and in between recording voiceovers when I've been editing, I have YouTube on and I'm watching other people create stuff, and I can write down and be like, oh, I want to do that, or I want to do something similar to that, or I see them use a stamp set and I'm like, oh, I should have that set and I should, get it out and do something with it. So it's really great. I've had a few card ideas in my head for like years now, and I was able to draw them out and put them in the sketchbook. So I like you can see I've drawn out a few things for videos that I have coming up soon, in the next couple weeks, and I apparently have also discovered that a lot of my card ideas end up being horizontal A2 style cards, which is not something I ever really thought of before. But usually there's sort of a little section to like name the project, so you could write it like if you were using this and you're not a YouTuber, you could write something like Hannah's birthday card or Emily's baby shower card, or whatever fits your needs. Brooke and Graham's wedding card, like whatever you need to fill in to the name or whatever. So like for me, it's usually like what the theme of the video is, or whatever matches my spreadsheet. Because I don't always title my videos right away. Like sometimes I just kind of like theme them and then I go back and title them. So whatever the theme, whatever idea I'm working off of for the video is what I put on the name line. And then the date, you could use whatever the date is. If it's a birthday card, like what date you're mailing it, what date you're making it. I mean, that's personal preference for you. For me, I put the date that the video is going up. So whatever day the video is going up is the date that I put on the date line. Then I'll draw out my sketch, whatever the idea is. And I am not an artist as far as drawing goes. I'm not good at that. So, like, they're very rough sketches, but it doesn't really matter because all that matters is that I know what I'm looking at. And I do one in a minute here because just for the purposes of the video, I was like, I'm going to put different things in here. So, or draw a few while I'm filming. And so as long as I know what the sketch is, that's great. And you'll see I do one in a minute where I write a bunch of notes down on it, and we look at I just write a bunch of notes. I think it's this one that I'm doing right now. Yes, it's this one I'm doing right now. And I mess up and I draw a design that I had in my head and realize now that it's on paper, I don't like it one bit. And I have to go back and erase it, which I'm doing right now, and, start over, basically. And I was able to go with a different design I realized I was going to like a little bit more. So, and then this is the same one where you'll see me, I have a very specific, like, color pattern for this one. So I'm going to write down what color each layer is, because it has to be something specific for this card. Then there's also lines next to it where you can write notes. Usually what I write in that note section is products. So like or just like notes on techniques. Like if it was a situation where I was trying to highlight a specific technique, then I would write that technique down and be like, hey, or if there's something I'm thinking about and I'm like, wow, I should really mention this in the video, or make sure to show this specifically in the video, I will write that down. I record my voiceovers just like watching the video back. So like usually if I write down that I have to make sure I film this particular thing, I will talk about it when I see it in the video. Because I don't script my voiceovers, I just watch the video back and talk. So sometimes it's a little chaotic, but that's the things I would write down there. Or if like a lot of times I am someone who is extremely like product inspired, like I get inspired by specific stamp sets and things like that. So I will write down like, oh, this is the product that I'm featuring in this video. So, it kind of depends on how you want to use your sketchbook and all of that stuff. I was also thinking that, like, I want to have you ever seen those printers that, like, print out the little, like, photo stickers? Part of me is tempted. I've been thinking about getting one for a while. I do not need one of those, okay? Like, let's just, like, throw that out there that I don't take pictures of anything in my life, really. I have no need of one of those, and I don't know why I want one so bad. Um, but I, like, don't do a whole lot. So, like, I don't know why I want, like, a photo sticker printer, like, horribly bad, but I do. And this is one of those things that always makes me go, like, maybe I should get one of those. And then I could, like, put little stickers on. But honestly, I have sticker papers and a printer. I could just, like, put the sticker paper on. Yeah, like, I don't need to do that, even though I really want to. But, and cut them out. It would not be, but I think it would be fun to, like, put a picture of, like, the finished card maybe next to it, which I might do. I don't know. I haven't decided. I just thought of that right now while I was filming, or while I was recording the voiceover, so that might be kind of fun, though. So after you do the sketch, and there's the notes, and then there's a little color palette section, which is kind of nice, because usually I have something kind of sort of in mind for a color palette, not always, but I'll just get out my colored pencils, which I'm doing right now. I didn't even time that way on purpose, but hey, there we go, that worked. This one is one that I had a very specific color palette in mind for, so, like, it was very, like I said, because we talked about me writing the colors on there, but I had a very specific color set in mind, so I just grabbed out my colored pencils and started drawing them in, coloring them in, I guess, drawing them in. I mean, I guess that's accurate too, but I was trying to color in the circles. I don't always think about, like, if I'm going for the exact shade of color there, it's more of a, hey, here, like, this one's red, white, blue, black, and gray. And red, blue, white, silver, and gray is, like, the theme, the color palette for this. Although I'm thinking I want to change when that video is now, too. But that was a distraction thought. So I just color in that. I couldn't find my black pencil anyway, so it's actually just, like, a dark gray. But that's okay. There are two dark grays that look almost exactly the same because I couldn't find my black, and you know what, it's fine, it doesn't really matter. So yeah, so then I just color in the color palette, and that's that. I'm hoping this will help me, like, with ideas and things throughout this year, and I'm hoping it kind of helps me, like, branch out a little bit more into, like, the mini slims. I mean, I already have 2 mini slims planned for next year, which is incredible for me because I don't usually branch out that much, and, like, more 5x7s and slimlines. I'm trying to vary and mix things up a little bit more this year. I've been wanting to do that, saying I was going to do that for a long time, and I just never seem to. So hopefully maybe this year it will help me do that. So that's it. That's all I wanted to show you. Thank you so much for watching, and next week we'll be back into, like, product videos. I tend to do this a lot in January. I do a bunch of product focused videos, but we'll be back to projects next week. So thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment down below, and I'll see you again soon, and have a crafty day.